This is the PPC Tutor Podcast. Join us as we provide valuable tools, tips and resources, helping you to kickstart your PPC career.
Hi there. Thanks for listening to this podcast episode. My name is Mike and I'm going to be talking about a very important topic that a lot of people ask me about, clients and people who sort of want to get into the PPC industry. But first of all, I just want to, give a tribute to our queen who passed away over about a week ago, and today is her funeral. It's really a sad day. The royal family is mourning, the country is mourning, and we're all mourning the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, a great queen, one who did much for this country, much for people throughout the Commonwealth and in different lands. And we just praise and thank God for giving us the Queen. And we just pray that the royal family will continue that work, that the King will continue doing the great work she was doing. And we are so grateful, so really grateful for what she has done for this country. Rest in peace, Queen Elizabeth II. Okay, so I want to talk about Google Ads, working as a Google Ads specialist. What does a Google Ads specialist do? And I've talked about the industry and how you can get in if you're looking to become a Google Ads specialist or a PPC specialist. And, it's one of those industries that is just growing, and many more businesses are using PPC advertising to promote their services and so on. And those who are getting into the industry are really well placed to do some amazing work for their clients, for their employers, and for anyone who wants to set up and manage campaigns. So what does that work entail? One of the main things that you do as a Google Ads specialist is to create a strategy for your clients, which is what I do almost on a daily basis. So it's really helping clients to think about what they're trying to achieve with Google Ads advertising. Google Ads is just one of many ways to advertise online. And like any marketing channel, you need to think about your objectives. You need to think about who you actually want to target, and what sort of returns you will get, what tactics you're going to do as part of your Google Ads work. And that's what a Google Ads specialist does when working with clients, just creating that strategy, sitting down together and brainstorming on how to tackle it, because there's a lot of competition out there and lots of businesses going for those same clients and customers. So you need to have a solid strategy. You need to have a way to get to those clients and customers and get those returns. So that's one of the very important things that a Google Ads specialist, they don't just set up campaigns and so forth and just leave it like that. They really look at the whole picture, the website, the market, what clients are looking for, the ads and everything else, and just formulate a strategy which includes the metrics and the KPIs that they're going to be looking to achieve. So that's a really key part of the work of a Google Ads specialist. Now, a Google Ads specialist also does auditing of campaigns. What happens with a lot of people that contact me is a lot of them tend to be already running campaigns, and many times when they contact, they won't be getting the returns they want or expected, or they just want to improve their campaigns. And so it's a very key part of doing that work. You can't just take the word of the client and say, if they tell you how things have happened in the past. It's good that you can obviously get some insights from what they say, which is really crucial, but you need to do your own auditing. You need to go in and see what has happened in the campaigns. Look at the previous week, the previous month, the past year, and past years even, to see what has been happening. And then that just helps you to see how to improve things and then you can formulate a strategy, which I just talked about. And so auditing is a really key part of doing that work as a Google Ads specialist. So you really need to audit everything. Look at the conversion rates. Where are they? How are they performing compared to the industry? And even look at competitors and see what they're doing. So there are tools that allow you to research competitors, and then you can see what keywords they have, what systems they are getting, what ads they have in their campaigns, and sort of the average positions they have for those ads and keywords. And seranking.com is one tool that I use. There's a few others that help you with that. These tools are not free, but they're great. They allow you to look into your competitors and help you to also then compare that with your clients or the company you're working for, and then create a good strategy to go for those clients. Again, a Google Ads specialist will set up and manage campaigns. Usually when you've done that audit, you know what your strategy is going to be, what your goals are. You can then set up and manage campaigns. So setting up campaigns, sometimes you get clients who don't have any account or anything, so you would need to set that up and then even get a voucher for them. In the UK, you can get about £400 worth of vouchers. In America, it's about same amount, $500 or so, and target that. So that's part of the work. So part of that setup will include doing keyword research, setting up campaigns, writing text ads, setting up all the features that go with that. And that's a very key part of it. There are courses that can help you with that, when you're setting it up. And even the Google Ads system takes you through the different stages of doing that work. And then when you've set it up, you can then run those ads and manage them. And that's a very crucial part of Google Ads advertising. You can't just set up campaigns and just leave them, because they're not going to perform. You need to manage them. You need to do things like blocking searches that are not relevant if it's a search campaign, managing shopping ads, seeing how people are responding to those images, and responsive display ads in display campaigns, and then just seeing how those assets are really working well and changing them up and testing them. So that's really key. And then there's other work that you would normally do as a Google Ads specialist, an expert that's, really working with a lot of clients and being approached by many people, is doing training and mentoring. I do a lot of that. I provide training. Some people want to manage campaigns on their own, so they reach out to me to train them, and that's the work that I really love, just to see people doing it themselves, and I just train them, I mentor them, and they are able to do it in-house and really run effective campaigns. Training is a very important part. Even if clients do farm out the management of their campaigns, it's always important that they do get some training so they understand what is going on with the campaigns. Even sometimes a freelance or an agency that's working with them will move on to other things, so they need to be able to take over the campaigns and manage them themselves. So that's really important. And also in line with that is doing reporting. As a Google Ads specialist, you need to be able to create very insightful reports, not just load people with data and just send charts and screenshots and everything. You should be able to explain those metrics. It's much better just to explain one metric like conversion rate very well than just flood them with tens of metrics which don't tell them what's really happening with campaigns. So it's really important to do that as a Google Ads specialist and as a PPC specialist as well. So these are some of the things that I do on a regular basis in my work, and it's really great because I meet some great clients, and that's what you're going to see as you work as a Google Ads specialist, and I highly recommend it. So thank you for listening. I look forward to you joining me on the next episode, and have a great day.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the PPC Tutor Podcast. To find out more, why not connect with us online by visiting our website at www.mikencube.co.uk. Join us again next time for more valuable tools, tips and resources helping you to kickstart your PPC career.